Hello, welcome, my dear friends. Welcome for the Knowledge Capsule, and it's Wednesday. As promised, we have something special to discuss on Wednesday, and I heartily welcome to each and every member to Legion Academy. I'm sure you're all enjoying this Knowledge Capsule segment. I'm sure you all are liking it, commenting on this, and sharing this post, and inviting people to this page. So thank you so much, each one of you, those who are doing this. And now let me go ahead with my presentation, and I start today's presentation. Today is Wednesday, and we are discussing some elements about environment. So let me go ahead with my presentation here. And again, let's start this session with a research or with the study or with some statistics. And again, the National Education Policy draft has stated that there is an immediate requirement of 24 discovery-based pedagogy in early and primary years to meet the 21st century demands. And in my all previous videos, I've been laying emphasis on the importance of 21st century, and now NEP has given a very clear, crystal clear instruction that we should be following the standards that can match the 21st century challenge. This, my dear educators, parents, friends, anybody watching this, let me tell you that time has changed, and it is very, very different. The times will be very different for the young one. We cannot compare ourselves the way we, not even, what we did for past few years is incomparable, and we need to strategize a new way, many methodologies, new way of teaching. So let's see what we can all explore in this segment. And as I go ahead, let me remind all the 21st century challenges to you. The first challenge is 21st century kids will have to work and survive in global workforce, mastering the skills of communication, collaboration, and confidence. The first word for us to note here is global workforce. Now, your child, my child, who will be out of this education system after 15-18 years, will now work in a global workforce. They no more belong to your own city, to your own town, to your own state, to your own country as well, but they will be one among the global workforce. So we need to first get the awareness of this, that we are preparing these little ones for the global workforce, and they need to master the skill of communication, collaboration, and confidence. English will be the major language for communication in global workforce in 21st century. Do you agree? Yes, we must agree. Or do you think Italian, Japanese, Spanish, or any other language would take over English? No, we all understand the importance, but what we need to understand is this language is essential for the rural kids as well. That is where we need to fix the gap. We all need to understand it is not our kids in cities, metro cities. We need to make English a very, very easy language for the teachers, parents, and kids in the rural part of India. The third challenge is 21st century demands the high order thinking skill, which is inventory based. When I say we need a discovery based pedagogy which can bring in discovery based outcomes in our classrooms, and what is the how often should we bring in this discovery based outcome? It is not once in a year, it is not once in 6 months, it is not even once in a semester, once in quarterly, once in a month, once in a week. No, my dear friends, we need to bring discovery based outcomes every single day in our classrooms. So we will look into what do we exactly mean by discovery based outcomes once I finish discussing the challenges. Many jobs students will have to do in 21st century don't even exist yet. Then how are we going to prepare these little young ones? The jobs that will be available after 15 to 18 years will be very, very different from the jobs that we are doing. Now, if you can go back and recollect somewhere, as we grew up in our growing years, we were all aware of the jobs that is available for us in future. The pace of change was not very high. We were still able to understand how a hospital works, how a bank works, how a construction work, how the court works. We were still able to identify. We had people around us guiding us, helping us, giving us knowledge. But is it possible for us to help the child to think of the jobs that is not available now, that doesn't even exist now? Well, that's the challenge for which you and me need to be prepared for. And now moving ahead, 21st century kids will have to solve problems that hasn't emerged yet. Wonderful, Sone Pe Suhaga. Now we don't know what type of jobs is available for our kids in 21st century. And over that, they will have to solve problems which hasn't emerged yet. When you know the problem, when you know the root cause, when you have examples of solving problem, it becomes so difficult for us. Imagine these little kids will have to solve problems in future which is not even present now, which is not even felt now, which is not even experienced now. Every challenge back of my mind, what is our preparation? How are we capable to handle these challenges is going behind my mind. And now 21st century kids will have to use technology and skills which hasn't been invented yet. Again, wonderful thing for our kids. Now they will have to use skills and technology. Now I can really feel the concern of the parents when they see their children around gadgets. So we will discuss this exclusively in Digital Quotient segment to come up in next days. But today, let me tell you that these kids have no other choice, because the entire generation is moving towards technology driven zone. So that we cannot help the child much, but what we can do is channelize how the child is using this technology. But even doing that, we are not sure on how to help the child, because these will not be the technologies that the child will be using after 15, 18 years. It will be a completely next level challenge for the child, next level of skill sets and next levels of technologies the child should be able to unlock and learn. So now let's discuss in a simple way, what is discovery-based outcome? What do we mean by this is creativity. Creativity, I'm not referring to arts and craft. So most of the times there is a probability that people mistake creativity when it comes to 21st century as arts and craft. No, my dear friends, it's not your arts and crafts, but how creatively you can solve a problem. So it's time for all of us to think out of box. Nowhere inside box we cannot deal with this inside box anymore. We will have to think out of box and think of solutions. The next is solutions in a very, very creative way. So as I told you, the jobs are very different. The problems are very different. Skills, technologies, everything would be different for the child after 15 to 18 years. And now the child should start acquiring the skill to manage that. So we need to allow the child to find out solution, the child to be novel, whatever he's thinking. It is not possible the child to acquire novelty in 1 year, but the process, the thinking brain process can be enhanced, can be accelerated to become novel, to think something very, very different, to think something really creative. Idea generation. This is what the world is looking for. And today you and me understand the value of one single idea that can change lives. So we all understand, but how far we are giving, we are creating opportunities for the child to generate ideas is the big question mark. Innovation, whatever it could be, the child should think about innovation, discovery, and being unique. So all these aspects that is discussed will bring in discovery-based outcome. So do you want me to tell that the child cannot become scientist at the age of 3 or 4, or even at the age of 5. But the process of becoming a scientist can be started from the age of 2, 3, 4, and 5 when we have activities planned for this. So we will discuss about all those things in coming days on every Wednesdays in the environment awareness segment. So for today, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing. Thank you also for referring your friends and inviting them for this page. I thank you wholeheartedly for being with me. So in the next session, what can we think about? We thought about discovery-based outcome. What we can go more deep. We can go more deep into this discovery-based outcome, and we'll see what is there in the next segment. Till then, I wish you all a very, very, very happy learning. Tata, bye-bye. See you tomorrow.